The Big Small Business Show is brought to you by Chartered Accountants of South Africa. Transform the future of your business. Partner with the CASA today.
This is the Big Small Business Show. Now, the Department of Labour has been very busy with changes to the legislation. There is new minimum wage that was promulgated and will be effective from the 1st of March 2021, and there's been changes to the basic conditions of employment threshold. Let's talk about the Basic Conditions of Employment Act and the increase from 205,433 to 211,000. What does that mean?
Okay. So the earnings threshold links to the minimum wage in some way, because that threshold says that everybody earning below it has certain protections in the Basic Conditions of Employment Act. You cannot negotiate out of it. So if you're a higher earning employee, you can negotiate. So you and I can say, well, I'm earning R1 million a year, not a month, and certain things we want to talk about. But if you're below the 211, there's certain things like working hours. You can only work 9 hours a day. You have to give me a lunch break after I've worked for 5 hours, for at least an hour. You have to let me go home every night and give me a 12-hour break. So those things are applicable to anybody earning below the 211.
The difference between staff working for 2 days a week versus the full 45 hours per week, like how's that impacted?
Okay, so I think that's important in terms of the minimum wage. Some people were saying, but you're only working a day or two, or you're working at various employers. You still have to pay them the minimum wage per hour. So it doesn't matter if I'm only working for you for a day or even for 2 hours. That's an important point. So say you let me come into the office and say, I've only got you to do this, it will only take you 2 hours. You have to pay me for 4 hours.
Just very quickly, I know there are two more acts out there for comment right now. What are they? And what is their likelihood of getting passed?
I think likelihood is good. Employment equity amendments, that I think is good news for smaller business. They're removing one of the requirements that you have to fill in an employment equity report if you have less than 50 employees.
The Big Small Business Show is brought to you by Chartered Accountants of South Africa. Transform the future of your business. Partner with the CASA today.